Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett, and today I am going to go into another hidden feature within Android. And this feature, to be clear, if you have Android 6.0 or Marshmallow and above, great, then you should be able to do it. I think it's Marshmallow, but 6.0 and above, you should be able to do it. Below, sorry, but you can't do it. So let's jump on in, and this is going to be on an emulator, so things may look a little bit different. But what you want to do is go to where your system icon, the settings icon, which is a gear, press and hold it for a few seconds, and it'll start spinning, and then release it, and you'll get a toast notification saying that you got a new thing you can play with. So if we want to get rid of that, it's actually pretty simple. You just do it again. Notice that it has the wrench right next to the gear icon, and it will start spinning if you hold it down, and it gets rid of that. Or at least asks you if you want to get rid of it, and you can get rid of it from there. So let's enable it again and show you how to do this. So going into here, you will get a warning, and basically it's just telling you that some of this is experimental. There may be some changes. Some things may disappear in the future, yada yada yada. So just keep that in mind. And also note that some things on here are going to be massively different from your phone, simply because that this is an emulator, but versions and fewer things. I've seen where some people had more features, and they had older phones. So it's just, to my understanding, it's just simply that I got an emulator, so I got a little bit less features on here. So press got it. And let's go check out the status bar to start with. If we go to the status bar, we can actually tell it what we want to show up here and not on the status bar area. And basically, if we go down to the only things that will show at this time is cellular data, so we can actually uncheck that and it doesn't show it anymore. And for me, the big thing to note with this is it's worthless of me having it on an emulator, simply because all the internet it uses goes through my computer anyways, and as a developer, unless if I'm programming for something particular, changing that icon or whatever, I don't need it. And then with the battery, the thing with the percentage, I can't really get the percentage going on because it is it's an emulator, so I can actually to not show that. Now, as far as the time, I can show the seconds as seen, but the one thing I want to mention here is your seconds may be off. In fact, even minutes may be off by a little bit. And the reason is some cellular networks, their time is slightly off. It's not crucial enough to have the stuff accurate down to the second. But they're getting better with this. In the United States, they're using naval clocks, and that's great and all, but I've even seen it today where they're off by even 2 minutes. So that's a thing to note. And I got a atomic clock, atomic wristwatch clock that connects to a naval station. And the fact is I've seen it where the naval station will actually adjust the clock I had on hand, and my phone will show a different time, and it'll be off. So let's jump into some of the other. So going back to the other, if we actually, and this is quite an interesting one, if you go to enable split screen from swipe up gesture, I think this should have been on by automatic by default, but you just turn that on, and what will happen is you can actually swipe up from the overview button, which is that icon right there. And if we swipe up, it'll show that we're in a split screen mode. Now, some applications do not support split screen, as it'll show there, and if we even show that, it will tell us in a toast notification that it doesn't show it. We can try it, it doesn't show it. So if there you go. Now, one thing I want you to note is the thing is if you're pressing the overview button will only work on the split portion, but you can resize this. You can actually just get rid of it all together by pressing and holding it, and that's a big thing to notice. But this works either side 2 as seen here, where we're able to adjust the size altogether in portrait mode. Now, power notification control is one of the things I think again should be on by default, but as far as it goes, you just go into power notification control and press on. Remember the levels, and what you do is you just go to the apps or notifications, and I'll show you through the apps, and you want to click a app you want to mess with notifications, and go to notifications and click the A. Now here you can actually mess with the actual controls on it, the when it will notify you. And if we went through the notifications portion, same thing as you see here. Now, one thing to note is it will tell you the actual level. So if I want to mess with the camera like that, and that'll be a level 5 and that'll be a level 2 for whatever reason, I can have that. Now, what does it look like when you have that off? Let's turn that off, and let's go back to the notifications, and as you see here, the thing is back to normal. Lastly, we have do not disturb. So do not disturb is pretty straightforward, and as far as the show volume controls, basically whenever you adjust the volume with that on, it will show the do not disturb button, which you can turn on and off right there. If we actually turn that off, you can see it gets rid of that. The volume button shortcut, so if we turn on the do not disturb, you can actually see that we can do whatever we want, and it won't get it out until we actually press in now or go through the software. But if we actually turn this on, we can actually press up a few times, and that gets us out of the do not disturb mode, which is a great thing, and it should be on by default, I think. But anyways, as far as that goes, if you got any questions about this or anything else, please feel free to leave that down in the comment section. Please leave a like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think about this video, and also let me know what you want the next video to be on. See you in the next video, and hope you have a great day.